Hashtag the GES crew. Number 2, never give anyone outside of our community ammunition. And what I mean by that is, oftentimes we're portrayed in the media, entertainment, in a negative light. You see two black people pinned against each other, going back and forth. We need to show us uniting. If I have a disagreement or an argument, or I don't care for another black person, that doesn't need to be on front stage for everybody to see. We can have these conversations in house. I don't think the world needs to see that. We have enough people attacking us, then we don't need the light shine on us attacking each other. So I feel like that's giving people outside of our community ammunition. Fellas, y'all want to join in?
Yeah, I'm gonna jump on this one quick. I got an issue, man. What you were just saying, and my issue is you dudes who be holding these phones, fussing to with girls or other guys. Man, stop it. You know how crazy it look for you to be hollering at a box you holding in your hand and ain't nobody there you fussing with. I mean, everybody business ain't everybody business, but then you up here hollering and cause I'm gonna do this now, and neighbors looking at you like you got a mental illness, looking crazy, hollering at a box. If you got problems with that person, why don't you wait till you get in front of that person and express your feelings instead of hollering at a phone, walking down the street? It look just because it do look weird to me. I mean, they be going off on a phone, snapping, and they be walking down the street, and I'm like, God dang, if you won't holding that, and if you had an earbud, I'm definitely gonna look at you like you're crazy. Because I don't, you just hollering. But that was just something I just wanted to share. It just kind of irks me to see
that. I agree. I feel like that, the disagreements can be handled in private. I don't think they should be, largely displayed. I mean, things gonna happen though. I mean, we human, and things gonna happen. But I understand what you're saying. You're talking about just direct, just bashing, but it comes from a situation of us trying to have another level of understanding, because that's the only thing that's going to change the situation. Is us being able to try to find another level of understanding and communication. And I agree with you. Don't give any other community ammunition. But right now, it's so many things out of whack. I'm trying to figure out how do we reel this back in. And this is a good conversation today. But we've got our spear has grown out and splintered into a bunch of chaotic situations. I don't know. Sometimes I'm at a loss of words. All I can do is try to do what I can do individually and here on the platform here, which I know is growing. And we're going to try to reach some people through here and through our everyday, moving through the world. That's all we can do at this point. But everybody needs to have that attitude to be able to reach out and try to give something to the next generation.
All right. My thing is, one of the things I look at is never tell your business to everybody in public. Because when you do that, then you may you bring the the issues, the stress, the anger, and all that into it, and then that other party that's listening, they just soaking that stuff in like a doggone Hoover, just waiting daggone for a point where they're like, oh yeah, go tell this person or tell that person, outside, so everybody else knows your business, everybody else knows what you're going through, and not even giving them, not even having the dignity in yourself to be like, oh, let me pull back. All right. You can say, you can tell about your frustrations, what you're going through, but don't tell every part of your business, especially when it comes to, your people, because that's where the problem lies at, because it's so easy for somebody to be just looking at what's going on with y'all and they just use that stuff against you.
Well, I think I was gonna say one of the issues, I think that a lot of us are emotional people, a us as colored, we express ourselves a lot different than other coaches do. We always, we flamboyant in certain scenarios. And like when we get something or have something, we like to show off and brag about it. When other coaches like Bill Gates and them don't tell y'all really how much the money, or they don't split their Bentleys and put rims on it and customize the leather seats out and diamond it down and flashy. But we as people always been like that. And the way the system does, it makes us hate on each other. They make us jealous. And when we argue, a lot of times we expose as our business because, like I said, we emotional people. And it's easy to say you shouldn't do this or do that because we hopefully that somebody will listen to us and take our advice, and with some will. Some of them will look at us, nah, ain't nothing, it is what it is. I mean, it's just like when you see people outside doing things and bragging about stuff. And I always tell people I look at dudes like on TV, like I said, when putting racks of money up. I wouldn't want no people to know I got racks of money like that. Because these same people that smiling in your face are hungry. They'll do anything to hurt you. But that's putting your business out there. When you see these dudes, they proud to show people I got stacks. I never seen Donald Trump hold a bag full of money in front of everybody. I never seen none of the big billionaires hold their money. I never seen Prince, Michael, nobody. I never seen. But when it comes to us, we exploit money because it seems like we front to show everybody how much we got, that we somebody special. And that's, it's like, and you don't know who's watching, and you don't know the hearts of a lot of people because there's a lot of have-nots out here that would do something to you because they never had that opportunity. They never had that chance. And you exploiting yourself like that, they say everybody business ain't everybody business. And even, talking about people, sometimes just keep that stuff to yourself. Because a lot of people, wait for you to say something negative about somebody just to go back to tell that person to start this, some stuff. So it's like we just gotta constantly think about things before we say things and do things. We always, and it's hard to do, but sometimes like I said, we emotional people. Sometimes bite your tongue, sometimes not. Go out here and always show off, and just keep your stuff to yourself.
I want to interject in that and say, I'm gonna say something that you said, Chris. All we doing is giving out the information. Whether you take it or not, it's on you. That's all we doing, giving out the information.
I'm
Let
gonna
me.
say,
Oh, go
let
ahead.
me let me wrap up with this particular piece. Uh, Decorum. If you move with some decorum, like some just people notice. Let me tell you something. If you in a room and everybody in there making a whole bunch of noise, and you sitting there just cool, people gonna pay attention to you because they want to know why you moving like that and everybody else doing this other stuff. They see everybody else doing all this thing, but you just cool. Try to dig deeper on who you are. That's what's most important. You don't, if you maintain your own integrity, your personal privacy. I mean, of course, you got close friends and all that you're gonna talk to and things like that, but maintain your own idea of what should happen. Stay true to yourself. Try to figure out who you are. It takes time, spending time with yourself to find out who you are and how you need to move. And you'll find that it's not this MTV or whatever you see in social media way. It's another way where you can protect your privacy. That's how you move through and get things done. Go ahead, D.
Cool. I just want to say this and wrapping it up. Back in December of last year, around Christmas, there was a shooting in a mall in Georgia. It was all over one black kid stepping on another black kid's tennis shoe. That's how it started. And this is what I mean by giving ammunition to outside communities. When we do things like that, outside communities look at us and they wonder why we're doing this. So when things like police shootings happen or a murder happens, they're killing themselves anyway. I mean, why is it a big deal when it is a big deal? Anytime any life is lost, it's a big deal. So I say to you, young cats, these corners aren't yours. That block isn't yours. That tennis shoe may be yours, but since y'all are out here and y'all balling and doing this, if somebody step on your shoes, buy some cleaner and clean them off, or buy another pair of shoes. It's not worth taking somebody else's life. It's not that serious. There's an attack against young black people in America. Let's not say just young black people, against black people in America. We don't need to give anybody ammunition. We don't need to give anybody a reason to say that our lives aren't worth living. I just wanted to say that with wrapping this one up.